Hello and welcome to Internet Common Sense with David. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at some dumb Americans. I've got three ground rules for today. Cut. I've got three ground rules for today. For this lesson. Hello and welcome to Internet Common Sense with David. Hello and welcome to Internet Common Sense with David. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at some dumb Americans. Now, I've got three lessons for the rules tomorrow. 3 rules for this lesson. Hello and welcome to Internet Common Sense with David. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at some dumb Americans. Now, I've got 3 rules for today. I'm going to try and avoid talking about politics, despite how much I'd like to mention Trump's election as proof of America's idiocy. I'm also going to not talk extensively about religion. Yeah, I'm going to put a cut in here. Hello and welcome to Internet Common Sense with David. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at some dumb Americans. This is really going to be a throwaway cut as well. Hello and welcome to Internet Common Sense with David. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at some dumb Americans. I've got 3 ground rules for this episode. I've got 3 ground rules for this lesson. We're going to try and avoid talking about politics, despite how much I'd love to mention Trump's election as proof of America's idiocy. I'm also not going to talk extensively about religion, and I'm not going to talk about America's gun violence issue. America's issue with gun violence. Hello and welcome to Internet Common Sense with David. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at some really dumb Americans. I've got 3 ground rules for today. No, that's a fuck up too. This is the one. I'm just going to soldier on through it, alright? Hello and welcome to Internet Common Sense with David. In this episode, I'm going to be taking a look at some really dumb Americans. I've got 3 ground rules for today. I'm not going to be talking about politics, despite how much I'd love to mention Trump's election as proof of America's idiocy. I'm also not going to talk extensively about religion, and I'm not going to talk about America's issue with gun violence. Those are all big topics deserving of their own video. In saying that, I've already got a video loaded up. In saying that, I've already got a video loaded up. In saying that, I've already got a video loaded up. In saying that, I've already got a video loaded up. Surely there's a good one in there. It's been known for quite some time now that Americans are dumb.
Name a country that begins with U.
Yugoslavia?
With you, Utah.
A country that starts with a U. Utopia.
Who's in the coalition of the willing?
Uganda? Uzbekistan? Your mum?
In terms of the war on terror, who do you think should be the next country to invade?
Saudi Arabia.
Somebody in the Middle East will make a big glass crater out of the fucking Middle East, for all I care.
I'm thinking Italy.
What the fuck the Italians do to you? What the fuck the Italians do to you? Let the Godfather alone. This is hilarious. So they've put the names of countries which people are likely to say, which... No. This is hilarious. So they've taken the names of countries which they... No. So they've taken... This is hilarious. So they've taken the names of likely countries people to say. People are to say. Countries people are likely to say. This is hilarious. So they've taken... This is hilarious. So they've taken the names of countries people are likely to say, and they've put them on Australia.
Who was the first man on the moon?
John Glenn.
No, the moon
Armstrong
landing didn't
walked
happen.
on the moon, but I think it was a Russian. I'm not.
Moon landing didn't happen. So, you know. Moon landing didn't happen.
Well, I gotta tell you, some people don't believe that happened. They believe that was reincarnated.
See, this dude knows what's up. See? This dude knows what's up.
Which state does KFC come from?
What, the chicken? I don't know.
The K in Kentucky Fried Chicken. The K in KFC. The K in KFC stands for Kentucky Fried Chicken. Kentucky Fried. I'm not gonna do that bit. This became quite a popular trend for late night TV show comedians of the early 2000s. This became quite a popular trend for late night TV hosts of the early 2000s. This became quite a popular trend for late night TV hosts in the early 2000s.
What is the largest country in South America?
In South America, Africa?
Africa? Africa? Africa? Africa. That's just wrong on so many different levels. It's just wrong on so many different levels. That's just wrong on so many different levels. That is just wrong on so many different levels. Are Americans stupid? Speaking from my own experience and contrast to my previous education system, brackets Finland, semicolon, colon, double dot thingy, dog dick. I do indeed, comma, full stop. Oopsies. So let's just have a look at the answers. And yet, the computer you are using... No, don't use an accent. Steve Jobs, born as Abdul Latif Jandali, was of Syrian origin. As it turns out, he was born to an American mother, Jonah Carroll Steve Jobs, born as Abdul Latif Jandali, was born of Syrian origin. Steve Jobs, born as Abdul Latif Jandali, was of Syrian origin. As it turns out, he was born to an American mother, Yona Carol Schlieben. Sheebs, and a Syrian Muslim father, Abdul Fattah Jandali, Fatah. Steve Jobs, born as Abdul Latif Jandali, was of Syrian origin. As it turns out, he was born to an American mother, Jonah Carolyn Schliebel, and his Syrian Muslim father, Abdul Fattah Jandali. What about all the software I use? Surely that's all American. What I find using most often is Minecraft. That's owned by Microsoft. That's American. Right? Right. Nope. 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 Surely all the software I use is American. What I find myself using most often is Minecraft. That's owned by Microsoft, which is American. Right? Right? No. Surely all the software I use is American. What I find myself using most often is Minecraft. That's American, right? 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 No. Surely all the software I use is American. What I find using most often is Minecraft. And that's American, right? Right? No. Minecraft is a sandbox video game created by Swedish game developer Marcus Persson. Wait up, David. You forgot to mention music. Ever heard of a classical American musician? Wait up, David. You forgot to get... Wait up, David. You forgot to mention music. I'm just going to scroll through here and leave them a comment. I don't think I could answer all these questions, but at least I'm not so dumb that I can't see what is right in front of my own damn eyes. Yeah, I've already recorded this. This attitude can be seen in Americans' foreign policy. This attitude can be seen in America's foreign policy. Now I feel I could at least identify tomato in kindergarten. Jeez. Now here is another beautiful, dumb, blonde American. Hey, remember earlier when that guy said the thing, you know? Here, I'll just flash it back up on the screen. And the USA is a large country. Alabama or Texas is very, very different from New York, Seattle, or Massachusetts. You'd think with all that superior Finnish education you would know that. Use the one from the previous clip. And as you can see here, New York ranks in 26th. Oof. Well, I found a website that ranks all of America's states, so let's test the fact Texas is very, very different from New York. That will really solve all our issues. And tweet.